Our Steve Kovac is here to break both stories down for us. Steve, let's start with the App Store changes. Apparently, they affect media apps, maybe in particular. Tell us about this.
Yeah, that's right, Kelly. This is primarily affecting what Apple labels reader apps. So that means like Kindle ebooks and also subscription media services like Spotify, Netflix. So now instead of going through Apple's payment system, these apps are going to be able to tell their customers, hey, you can actually come to our website and instead sign up and possibly get a discount instead of giving Apple that 30% cut.
And they've already been making some changes, Steve. You know, they gave smaller developers sort of the right to only, for Apple, to take a 15% cut. I think in a lot of cases they take 30% the first year, then 15%. You have Korea coming after them to open up the payment flow as well. Why aren't investors more concerned?
That's right. And I think they're not as concerned because it hasn't hit gaming yet. Gaming is where Apple makes a lot of its profit off these in-app purchases. And what we're really waiting for right now is this Epic trial that's happening in California. We're expecting any day now to get a verdict on that. And that could give us some direction as to how gaming plays into this. And that will hit Apple more than these reader apps that they're bending on right now.
So, Steve, then begs the question, won't the gaming apps and the ones that don't have this price advantage bestowed upon them, won't they get ticked off and take Apple to court, presumably? Say, well, how can you do this for these guys and not for us?
Right, Tyler, and you're right. They already are ticked off. They already are taking them to court. And so, like I said, we're waiting on that Epic verdict, and there will be more complaints about this. But it's really on Apple now to explain why it's okay to do this for these so-called reader apps, but not the gaming apps. It's getting harder and harder for them to justify why they're doing this.
Yeah, once you get the camel's nose into the tent, let's go to the Apple car. Let's not upset the Apple car. Ha ha ha. Steve,
all right.
Tell us about the news there.
Yeah, Digitimes is pretty good with supply chain stories, but also heavy dose of skepticism on this one. That being said, a car is something people are looking at for Apple to grow beyond the iPhone. It could be Tim Cook's next big play before he steps down as CEO within the next several years. So yes, they're going to have to be talking to people all over the place. We already heard earlier this year they're talking to car manufacturers like Hyundai and so forth. And yes, as the chip supply crunch hits, they're going to have to be planning ahead if they're going to do something here in the next 5 or 6 years.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.